Welcome back to another video. This might be a little bit different to my usual entrances as you can tell I'm outside just in the park getting some fresh air. Or am I? As I unfortunately live in London, which is one of the busiest cities in the UK, and it does have some very bad air pollution, and it can get worse at times and it can be good at times. But today in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can help breathe better inside of your own home. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the Purrelle air purifier from Airversa. Let's get into it. Welcome back to another Take Up video, and as you saw from our intro, today we're going to be talking about cleaner air in your home. Now, if you're like me and you live in a major city, clean air is a must as the air pollution is really bad out there. And when I first moved to London, I actually got incredibly ill for a couple of months, and after visiting the doctor and doing some research, I put it down to the fact I was in a whole new environment with new air and new atmosphere around me. Since then, I have adapted and got used to it, but that is still not good on my lungs to be breathing in bad air. And most important of all, I shouldn't be breathing that bad air when I arrive home. So this is why today we're taking a look at the Purrelle air purifier from Airversa. It is a HomeKit compatible air purifier that works with Fred and freshens up your air quite literally in a couple of minutes in your room. Before we fully get into the video, I do want to say Airversa did send me this unit to review. They haven't gave me any talking points and I haven't shared this video with them before sharing it with you. So this is my entire opinion on the air purifier itself and how it's worked and benefited me over the last month of using it. In the box, you'll receive the air purifier unit itself, an AC adapter, and also the two filters needed to filter out the air into your home. And we'll talk more about the filters in just a second. They also include a user manual, which will be able to help yourself download the Sleep Point app, which is an app which you can use to control and change the settings of your unit. But you can also use HomeKit. Like I said, this is a HomeKit compatible device, and it only works exclusively with HomeKit through Fred. And actually, this device is the first Fred air purifier on the market. A quick to note before setting up the device, the filters do come pre-wrapped in plastic, so be sure to take them out of the plastic before turning on and setting up the device. You can take out the filters and change them in the future by going under to the bottom of the device, turning the cap off and taking out the filters. The air filters provided are a 3-in-1 true HEPA filter system, which includes 3 layers of filtration. The first layer of this filter will remove things such as lint, hair, fibers, and pet fur. So if you have pets, this is going to be a really good filter. Next is going to be the true HEPA filter layer, and this is going to remove smoke particles, dust, pollen, and pet dander. So if you have allergies, this part of the filter is really going to help reduce those and make you feel more comfortable within your own home. And then the third layer of the system is an active carbon layer. This removes unwanted smells for things like cooking and pets. So if you have cats like me in your home, this is going to be a really good device for getting those unwanted or maybe unpleasant smells. Definitely if you have guests coming over, this is going to be a really quick way to help filter those out and give your home some nice fresh air for when your guests arrive. Like I said, this is a HomeKit device, so it is super easy to set up in your home. By simply plugging it in, going to the Home app and scanning the QR code, which is stickered on the back of the device, you are pretty much good to go. You can name your device and set it up in the room that you want, and from there the air purifier will be exposed in the Home app as an air purifier and give you on and off controls. As well as that, the air purifier does include a PM 2.5 sensor, which will also be exposed to HomeKit, which will measure the particles in the air and tell you how clean the air is. You'll be able to see the sensor built in on the climate section of the Home app, at the very top, and from there if you scroll over you'll be able to see air quality, and if you haven't got any other air quality monitoring devices in your home, then this will be the one showing up. The Home app allows for basic controls such as fan adjustment, which is a slider and an on and off button. You'll also be able to automate the air purifier depending on time of day and also air quality of the room. So if the air quality drops or goes above a certain level, then you can actually change the settings of the air purifier in the Home app to either turn on, speed up the fan, or reduce the speed if you're going to sleep and you still want it to run. If you want more controls and more settings, then Airversa do offer an app in the App Store called Sleep Point, which will allow you to adjust more settings from the air purifier itself. Before we go into the Sleep Point app any further, there is also a display on top which you'll be able to control the entire unit from. This display has buttons all around it, and it does have an LED ring which changes colour depending on the air quality. At the very top we have the auto mode, and this will basically use that PM 2.5 sensor to adjust the fan speed depending on the quality of your room. This is going to be really good for if you're cooking or if you've got pets around, as the fan will automatically adjust when it finds new odours or particles, and it will trigger the sensor and speed up the fan, cleaning the air quicker. And when it's all done and back to a level that the unit likes, it will then slow the speed down, reducing energy, power consumption, and just the whole need for you to actually think about this device at all. Next on the top, we have a timer button which goes up in intervals of 1 hour up to 24 hours. For those of you who are really distracted by lights when you're going to sleep, there is also a sleep mode button just underneath the timer button, which will basically dim all of the lights on this and take the fan speed right down to the lowest setting. Underneath that is a network indicator light, but it doesn't actually click anything, it just shows you that the device is connected to your home correctly. Going to the top left, we have a span feed adjustment, and this allows you to control the fan in 5 different steps, 1 being the quietest and 5 being the most powerful. Next, under that we have a child lock feature, so if you have children or you don't want people to mess with the settings because you've set them up a certain way, then by tapping the child lock button you put this into child lock mode, and it just means that display becomes inactive until the child lock button is pressed or you've turned it off via the Sleep Point app. Underneath that is the filter status indicator, so when you swap out your filters for some new ones, then you'll be able to press this button which will then reset the filters and allow for their little indicator, which is just underneath that. See those dotted lines? They're basically the level of the filter health light. And finally we have the power button, which does exactly what it says. It turns on and off the unit. The Sleep Point app can be downloaded for free on the App Store, and it allows you to control the device. It also allows you to change the light settings, whether it's going to be adaptive or one brightness, on the ring and the actual display itself. You can also schedule within the app as well, so you don't have to do it with automations with the Home app if you don't wish to. Another good feature of the app is being able to see a graph of when the air quality in your room was good versus bad, and you can see this graph in 24, 7 days or month period. From the Sleep Point app you'll also be able to receive software updates for the device, and you'll also be able to link out the app to buy new filters for the device as well. The air purifier from Airversa can clean rooms up to 1,000 feet, and depending on how big the room is will depend on how quickly the air is filtered out. The PM 2.5 sensor is meant to detect and with the filter out any droplets or air particles that are less than 2.5 microns in size. That is thinner than 1 strand of human hair. This is really good, like I said, with the filter system for if you've got pets or allergies, and this device is going to help filter those out to 99.7% as Airversa states. I've had this in the bedroom and I have noticed a big difference. When I was waking up, I become really stuffy and the air in the room wasn't that nice to breathe in. But since incorporating the Airversa into the room, it's been a lot easier for me to wake up and breathe. And I know that sounds really dumb, but it really has changed the way I've been able to wake up and not have to run to the bathroom and blow my nose, as gross as that sounds. So I really did notice a difference with this device. The air purifier is available now on Airversa's website or on Amazon for $179, and I'll leave the links down below so you can go and check it out for yourself if you fancy adding one of these to your home. Like I said, it's been super nice to finally be able to breathe fresh air, and I highly recommend you taking a look and adding an air purifier into your home, whether it's one or multiple for different rooms. If you've got allergies or you cook a lot, this is definitely a device made for you, as it will help reduce those particles within the air and give your home a fresher feeling. Thank you for everyone that's watched this video. If you did enjoy it, it'd be absolutely great if you could give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and share this video, as it really does help our channel grow. And if you want to see more content from Tech Up, then hit that bell icon so you never miss another video from us again.